leaves just peel off really easily. See how they're sort of nice and yellow and soft? They're almost sweet when you eat them. One more leaf there. What I'm going to do is slice this up nice and fine, and this will form the base of my soup for breakfast. And you're probably thinking, Richo, you've gone way too far here. You can't have soup for breakfast. Well, actually, you can. Most of the Asian world would have soup for breakfast. I often have soup for breakfast. It's a great way to start the day. A little bit savoury is fine. You can see in my bowl here, I've already got some bean shoots here, and I've got the sliced cabbage. I'll get some coriander, about half of this coriander here, and just give that a rough chop. Straight through the middle there like that, and just chop it all the way through till you get most of it chopped up. It doesn't have to be too fine at all. And I've got some of these. These are garlic chives. They're very, very strong, very, very good for you. And if you've got a bit of a cold or a flu, or you can feel something coming on, these will really rip through it. So pop them in there, slice these nice and fine, then straight into my bowl here like this. And of course some spring onions. I'll get my spring onions, slice them nice and fine on the angle like this, all the way through. And you can see from here there's a lot of great vegetables. If you start your day like this, you're going to be feeling good for the rest of the day, and it'll give you appetite for more meat. Now in here I'm going to put a little bit of fish sauce in there. I love the flavour of it. If you don't put it in. I've got some soy sauce here, and I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce in there. And of course, some sesame oil. But be careful, this is quite strong. About half a teaspoon is all you need. A little bit of salt in there, and a twist of pepper, and some ginger. I've got some nice big knob of ginger and my microplane here. I want to grate this nice and fine and mix this through. There we go. See how quick that is? And with my knife, just pick it up and straight into here. Here's my bowl. I just mix this through with my hands. These are my utensils. This is how I cook. With my hands, I'm a tradesman. I always work with my hands. In there, layer it in beautifully like that. See, it's the right amount there. And all this stuff here, just pour it in over the top. There we go. Now there's the beginning of it. Move this over to the side. Now I've got my meat here, and this is pork meat. It's only about 120 grams or so. You don't need that much. And to that I'm going to add a little bit of ginger, not too much. Give that a tap. A little bit of soy sauce in there as well. And a few of these garlic chives. Just give that a bit of a chop there. All the way through there, nice and fine. These garlic chives will really give it some flavour. If I didn't have garlic chives, all I need is like half a clove of garlic would be perfect. Straight in there like that. A pinch of salt and a twist of pepper in there. And all I need to do now is just mix that around with my hands. With my hands, I can make sure that all the ingredients mix together really, really well. And I can do that very quickly. I need some little meatballs. So what I do is grab a little piece like this and just roll it around in my hand like this until I've got about 10 little meatballs. And then I'll show you what I do next. Okay, last little meatball there. Pop that onto the board. Give my hands a little bit of a wipe. Now this is the bit where it gets, I reckon, interesting. You know, we do so many things the same way all the time. I thought this dish might give you a few different ideas. My bowl is here with all my veggies and my seasoning. It's going to taste good as it is like that. I pour onto it some stock, some chicken stock. If you've got some water if you want, or some miso, whatever you want to do, but chicken stock's perfect for this, just to cover the veggies. Now on top of that, I've got 3 free-range eggs, and I crack my eggs on the bench there like that, and I go 1, 2, and 3, straight across the top here like that. And then I've got all my little meatballs. I just arrange them on top here like that, so they don't fall through the egg white, and just arrange them all around the soup. Now this will cook down into the soup and sit on top. Now you're thinking, Richo, how are you going to cook this? Well, I've got my pot and I've got a tea towel in it. What I'm going to do is steam this soup in the pot. You could, of course, use a bamboo steamer if you want, but I'm going to show you a pretty tricky way of getting this together. What I've got is a piece of string that I've tied up. See a little square bit in the middle? I lay that down onto my bench and I put the bowl right on top of that square bit in the centre. My pot is over here with a tea towel in the bottom, and that stops the bowl from getting too hot and allows it to steam. My kettle here is boiled, so I've got boiling hot water, and all I do is put probably 3-4 centimetres of simmering water straight into the bottom here, enough to come up halfway up the side of my bowl. Turn my gas on, and with my string, you'll love this bit, see that? It's a great way of picking it up. I take it and pop it straight into here, and then all I need to do to make sure I don't lose the string, wrap it through the hole there, through the hole here. I grab my lid like this, on the top, grab my spoon, there we go. Now that string's not going anywhere. What I want to happen here is I want my soup to steam. I want the egg white to set. I want the meatballs to cook. I want the stock to heat up so the vegetables are just nicely cooked. But I want the egg yolk to stay nice and runny. Fingers crossed, it'll take about 20 minutes on a very low heat, and I should be eating the most beautiful, delicious, healthy, Oriental style breakfast in the world. Here's the bit we're waiting for. Turn that off and just take that spoon out there. Clever little idea. And then off comes the lid. Oh, look at that. And then with my little handles here, just gently pick it up like that. Straight over onto my board here like that. Turn it around. Geez, that string comes in handy. Put that off to the side. Some spring onions on top just to give it a little bit of fresh green colour. Some deep fried shallots, sprinkle them around, and some coriander leaves, just a few in the centre here like that. And of course some chilli. Chilli for breakfast is okay in Asia. I'm okay with that. Now for the big taste. The stocks taste fantastic. All those vegetables, the spices, it's picked up the flavour of the meatballs. A little meatball here. Soft and flavoursome, cooked in no time at all. If you wanted to cook it really quickly, of course you could use hot stock in the beginning and it will cook in no time at all. But if you wanted to cook nice and slowly and all those flavours to come together, use cold stock, but it takes about 20 minutes or so to cook. But I think this is a great little breakfast. A bit of chilli in there, a bit more sauce. What could be better than that? Porridge? No. Toast? No. I think I'll stick to this.